Essex Police Emergency.
Okay. Hello. I need police and the forensics team to my address, please.
What's happened?
My friend and I got into an altercation, and I'm the only one who came out alive.
Are you telling me you've killed somebody?
Yes.
Like many of us, Breck Bednar enjoyed spending time online gaming and chatting to friends over the internet. Unfortunately for him, this common and usually harmless pastime would end in complete devastation. Hello friends, it's me, Lilia P, here with another true crime story with horror, intrigue and devastation. If you love true crime, then please like and subscribe for more chilling content just like this. Now, let's get on to today's story, shall we?
Breck Bednar was a kind and loving older brother, a dedicated and gifted student, but it was through his love of video games that he met this teenager, and instead of making a new friend, Lewis Danes took his life.
Over the past decade, the proliferation of smartphones and social media has made it easy for teenagers to live their lives on the internet, prompting many parents to worry about their children's safety and well-being. In 2014, the case of Breck Bednar in Surrey, England, served as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can arise from online interactions. Breck Bednar, a talented Year 10 student at St Bednas in Redhill, Surrey, found solace and companionship on the internet, particularly in an online gaming community called TeamSpeak. Through this platform, he made new friends, including two boys named Liam and Tom. Breck's parents initially viewed the server as a positive outlet for socialising and nurturing his passion for computers. However, they soon became concerned about his relationship with Lewis Danes, the owner of the server, who presented himself as a successful entrepreneur. Danes, who claimed to have extensive computer knowledge and ties to the FBI, gradually took control of Breck's life. Isolating him from his friends and family, he influenced Breck's thinking on various subjects, including religion, government, and education. Breck's parents grew worried about the impact of Danes' manipulation and confronted him, but he responded by criticising their parenting skills. Despite their concerns, Breck refused to believe that Danes was not who he claimed to be. Danes exerted a powerful influence over Breck, shaping his beliefs and convincing him to distance himself from his family and church. He even shared extremist videos with Breck and the other boys in the online group, claiming to have donated to ISIS and expressing intentions to travel to Syria. Exploiting Breck's interest in computers, Danes offered him career opportunities and access to an exclusive gaming server, further entangling him in his web of manipulation. Despite the efforts of Breck's parents and friends from the gaming server who warned him about Danes' true nature, Breck continued his online friendship with Danes. Concerned about the extent of Danes' control, Breck's parents met with the family of another boy from the gaming server to express their worries about potential grooming. Breck agreed to cut all ties with Danes during this meeting, giving his parents hope that he finally realised the truth about Danes' deception and manipulation. Lauren, Breck's mother, took additional measures to protect her son. She limited his computer access, installed parental controls, and banned him from Danes' server. Lauren also reported her concerns to the police, providing them with Danes' full name and address. Unfortunately, the police officer who took the report appeared disinterested and no follow-up investigations took place. It's unfortunate that we do seem to see this time and time again in true crime stories. The police often miss vital information and don't act when, if they had have, perhaps they could have saved lives. What are your thoughts on that? Do you believe that the police often do act in the best interest of the public? Perhaps it's only one or two bad apples in the bunch, or maybe, unfortunately, they don't really care as much as they should. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Tragically, on February 16th, 2014, Breck left his home under the pretense of going to a friend's sleepover nearby. In reality, he travelled to Dane's flat in Essex, a 2-hour journey arranged by Danes himself. Breck had secretly been communicating with Danes, even after their supposed separation. Danes had sent him a mobile phone, enabling their clandestine conversation. Danes enticed Breck to his flat by promise to hand over 135 million computer business. Before leaving for Dane's flat, Breck received an email instructing him to deceive his father about his whereabouts.
It's acting really weird. This is scary. You guys need to get out.
He asked if he could go to a friend's house. I was so happy that he wanted to go and physically hang out with one of his friends instead of being on the computer that I said, okay.
Danes falsely claimed that Breck was going to spend the day with a friend who had moved to Cairo, visiting his father in Qatar. The following day, Danes calmly called the police, stating that he had been involved in an altercation and was the only survivor.
Essex Police Emergency.
Hi there. Okay. Hello. I need police and a forensics team to my address, please.
What do you mean? What's happened?
My friend and I got into an altercation, and I'm the only one who came out alive.
Are you telling me you've killed somebody?
Yes, I am.
He alleged that Breck had attacked him with a penknife, and he acted in self-defense, resulting in Breck's death. Heartbreakingly, Danes sent photographic evidence of Breck to other members of the online group, describing how Breck had come to his flat depressed and wanting to end it all. He claimed that he had tried to prevent Breck from self-harming, but accidentally stabbed him in the neck during the struggle. Paramedics arrived at Dane's flat to find Breck surrounded by his own blood. But their attempts to save him were unfortunately unsuccessful. Breck was pronounced dead at the scene, having suffered fatal stab wounds to the neck. Danes was immediately arrested and charged with murder. In the subsequent investigation, duct tape and computer equipment submerged in water were discovered in Danes' apartment. An autopsy revealed that Breck had been tied up with duct tape, essayed, and had his throat cut. Danes, while in custody, changed his account of the events, claiming that 2 masked men were responsible for the murder. Devastated by their loss, Breck's parents established the Breck Bednar Foundation to educate young people about online safety and the dangers of the internet.
As Breck was killed on his mother's birthday, he was buried on his. The day he should have turned 15, his parents were laying him to rest. They now hope their son's death will serve as a warning to others.
I want Breck's tragedy to help open the eyes of everyone to recognize the dangers of online predators. It is a very real danger today.
The foundation received an overwhelming response, with donations exceeding £20,000 within a week. Danes appeared in court in May that year, and the case was adjourned until June. He applied for bail but was denied. In September, Danes initially pleaded not guilty to the murder, but later changed his plea to guilty in November. The prosecutor characterised the murder as driven by sexual sadism. Breck's mother expressed her grief outside the court and urged people to recognise the dangers posed by online predators. Lauren and Barry, Breck's parents, initiated legal action against Essex and Surrey police for their handling of the case, alleging a failure to protect their son. The Independent Police Complaints Commission investigated the matter. I can understand their frustration and devastation, and how they must have felt let down by the police. If you report something and know that if help had been put in place, perhaps your son could now be alive, wouldn't you be angry at the police too? It later came to light that Danes had groomed another boy before Breck. In 2010, he groomed a 13-year-old boy known as John, whom he'd met gaming online. Danes had a history of these offences, including RAPE and attempted RAPE, and possession of indecent images, which had not been adequately addressed with the authorities. John's mother criticised the police for disregarding her son's accusations and failing to take appropriate action. So actually the police had dropped the ball 2 times when dealing with Danes. That's even more devastating to hear. Lauren and Barry were horrified to discover Dane's prior offences, which had been ignored by Essex police. They questioned how an sexual predator could have been allowed to go unpunished. The police call handler who took Lauren's report also faced criticism for not recognising the potential risk of grooming and taking appropriate action. Surrey police eventually settled with Breck's family, issuing an apology and implementing changes to their procedure to protect children in similar situations. Lauren has since dedicated her efforts to raising awareness about online safety through the Breck Bednar Memorial Foundation. She shares her son's story at schools and conferences, urging others to be vigilant about the dangers of communicating with strangers online. In 2017, a new law was implemented to criminalise grooming of children online, a significant development in the fight against such offences. What are your thoughts on this story? Do you think that if the police had have acted differently, Breck would have still been alive today? What do you think the police should have done in that situation? Do you believe that if the police had have dealt with Dane's earlier offences, he might have been in prison at the time and unable to do what he did to poor Breck? This really was a devastating case, and it really highlights the importance of being careful when talking to strangers online. Now, in no way am I saying that you shouldn't talk to people online or enjoy online communities, because I think all of us here have done the same. But you should definitely not meet strangers online without significant safeguarding precautions in place. If you enjoy videos like this, then please like and subscribe. It's quick, free and easy, and it means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for supporting this small channel, and until next time, take care, friends.